Breaking news, guys. Breaking news. They're landing a spaceship on my forehead. One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. Was that like the right thing? Like that, was that like verbatim what they said? Sometimes I think I have my two brain cells, they connect. I woke up this morning and I have a fucking terrible sty on this eye. It is so bad. It actually already looks a lot better than it did this morning. I woke up and my whole fucking eyeball was just bloodshot red. And I'm convinced it's because yesterday I fell asleep for like 2 hours with eyelashes on, and I woke up and my eyelids were so sore. My eyelids were, like, you can see my eye is watering very badly, and it's not just because I'm laying down. My eyes, for some reason, water, like, very, very badly when I lay down. I don't know. I asked my eye doctor about it, and he was like, yeah, what about it? This isn't like regular tears. This is like nasty drainage, you know? I think it's because I fell asleep yesterday in eyelashes, and I'm ashamed of myself, but obviously not ashamed enough to not talk about it. But I literally use like the world's oldest eyelash glue. Like, it needs to be thrown away, and I need to buy some new eyelash glue. I have had like a bajillion fucking styes in my life. When I was younger, I would get them all the time. When I was in junior high and high school, I would get them constantly because I would sleep in makeup constantly. And back in like my drinking days, especially like my clubbing days, I would pass out drunk all the time with makeup on and wake up and have a sty, and I would just say screw it, and I would wear makeup anyway. And I was like Googling, I was using, Dr. Google, and Dr. Google said don't wear makeup because you can make it worse. Like, you can make it worse. Because my first thought was like, I don't know. Like, listen, logically, this makes sense to me. For some reason, when I was a kid, like, I remember the first time that I got a sty, I asked my mom, like, can I wear makeup? Because I thought, I've had cold sores for as long as I can remember. I think I got them when I was like 2. I was going to say 1 to 3, but I think I was like 2 because I drank after my dad. And I was always taught to not use like lip products when I have a cold sore. Don't use your chapstick, lipstick, lip gloss, anything like that when you have a cold sore, because if you go to use it again, you're going to give yourself a cold sore. So I remember asking my mom, like, if I use, makeup while I have a sty, if I use it again, will I get a sty again? And she was like, no, it's not a virus. So here I am, like, Googling, like, is the sty a virus? 34 years old, almost 35 years old. I've had a bajillion fucking sties in my life. Googling, is a sty a virus? Is it a virus? Wendy Williams' voice. It's not. It's bacteria. It's a bacterial infection. I'm not going to do it. I want to make a makeup video so bad, but I'm not going to do it. I'm going to leave it alone. And then you're like, when you Google things and it like has like suggestions pop up of like things that like other people have Googled that have also Googled what you Googled. And one thing that popped up was like, how long does this sty last? And I clicked it and it said 1 to 2 weeks. I don't think I've ever had one last more than a couple of days. And that was like when I was irresponsibly like plastering fucking like eyelashes, 20,000 fucking pounds of eyeliner like this, especially when I was in high school. Holy shit. Yeah. And I'm just going to leave it alone and hope that it goes away. Also, don't look at my eyeliner stained pillow. Speaking of sleeping in your makeup. But yeah, I woke up and my whole eyeball was just bloodshot and leaking. And my first thought was like, oh my God. If it weren't for the fact that it felt like my eye was like covered with sand, I would have thought that I had like pink eye. But neither of the kids have pink eye, and Epps doesn't have pink eye, so it's already looking better. Like, hold on a second. Hold on a second. Let me see. Can you see anything on the sides? It's not feeling too hot, but at least it's already feeling better. I will admit it's my fault, though. I definitely did that. That was me. I did. Several things. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I just did my skincare. I like how yesterday I was like, I don't like whenever my camera's on this tripod. I guess I didn't want to acknowledge that I could just lower it. I guess I didn't like to acknowledge that I could just, you know, put it down. What the fuck was I gonna, what was I gonna talk about? The first thing that I wanted to talk about is how much better I feel today. I don't want to like get my hopes up for anything because over the last several weeks I've had good days and bad days, and today's a good day in terms of just like how I'm feeling. I haven't had to use my inhaler one time. I'm just going to take it as a good day. And yeah, that's all that I'm going to do. Guys, my fucking hair. I don't know what it's doing. I literally over the last however many days, it's just had a fucking mind of its own. It has, how can you have like 2 hairs on your head and they just do whatever they please? Like, how can you have as little hair as I do, and it is as unruly as it is? Like, how can you do this? I can't believe you've done this. Anyways, I guess the whatever's going on with my eye, which I feel like it doesn't look that bad until it does. I guess that's my body's way of saying, not so fast, bitch. You're in a good mood. You can kind of breathe today. Have something else. Have a little something else. Have a little something else to make up for feeling all right. Honestly, the sty's not that bad. The only shitty thing about it is that I feel in the mood to do makeup. And as much as I used to say fuck it when I was younger, when I had styes, I can't do it, guys. I can't do it. I don't trust it. And then I had this moment of panic where I was like, I have kids. What if I have pink eye? What if I had pink eye? I've never had it as an adult, but I think my kids, I don't think E's ever had it that I can recall, but I know that D has had it once. And I know that when I was in school, I had it like 2 or 3 times. I had it like 2 or 3 times when I was in school. It would run through my fucking classroom like a Tomb Raider. And every time a kid in one of the boys' class gets it, we get a call, like a pre-recorded fucking call from the school nurse. There was a child in your child's class that has pink eye. This is highly contagious. Oh, good. Oh, that's so great. You know what's really funny? When I went to my pulmonary appointment, I was talking about how I have had COVID a lot of times, and the nurse looks at me and she's like, do you know where you keep catching it from? And I said, well, I do have 2 kids in school. And she said, say no more. Say no more. I am in a really good mood today. I'm very happy today, and my lungs do feel a lot better today. I was like silently crying yesterday because I was in a lot of pain because of my lungs and just having a hard time breathing. I feel like there's not much that I can do about it, and that's kind of scary. So that also probably didn't help with how I was feeling. But yeah, I haven't had to use my inhaler today. I feel it's coming. I feel it's coming for me because I've been talking and I can kind of feel that ache. But it's all right. I mean, that's fine. That's fine. But I'm happy. Yeah. I also wanted to talk about something else. I got a comment today, and I quote, "You give your Sims a backstory and then name them Dorito." Put that shit on my grave. Put that shit on my grave. I fucking screamed for probably 3 hours. For probably 3 hours, because no truer words have ever been fucking spoken. The save that I'm playing with right now, her name before she got married was Horton. Her name is Rose Horton, which sounds halfway decent if it were not for the fact that I looked over and saw a Rose, so there was her first name, and I was drinking Tim Horton's coffee, so there's her last name. But guys, it puts me in the mind of the fact that for years, for like, oh, I'm not even joking you, probably 5 years, no exaggeration. I know I'm really bad with time, but I'm not. The whole time that I lived in Florida, I had a World of Warcraft character that I played with for 5 years, and her name was Lamp. And how did I come up with Lamp's name? Because there was a lamp on my desk. IW Lamp. I have named things. First name Soda, last name Can. I actually have a save on my iMac right now. Crystal Light. Crystal Light. I am not good at naming things. I'm not good at naming things. That's why all of my animals have pop culture references. Wednesday, Penny is named after Pennywise. Pugsley, October, she's named after October Rust, my favorite Typo Negative album. All of my cats, other than Kip, who was named by E when he was a toddler. Marie, she's from the Aristocats. Sirius is a Harry Potter reference. Milo is from Milo and Otis, but the boys picked that out. I feel like the orange cat to Milo and Otis name pipeline is very, very real. We did have a fish. We did have a fish named Akbar. But Akbar died about 5 years ago. But both my kids have autism, so as much as they talk about Akbar, he's very much still alive. I'm not good at naming things. Both of my kids were named by their dad. So I had a cat when I was a kid, and its name was Cat. When my dad took it to the vet, they asked, "What's your cat's name?" And I said, Cat. And they said, "I can't just write Cat." And I said, "Okay, so put a K." And they said, "So is it a girl?" And I was like, "No, it's a boy." When I'm not fucking joking. Guys, I went downstairs and I made the boys dinner, and I don't feel like I'm going to die. Oh my God. I like how I have my little feelers on. I don't feel like my lungs are collapsing or whatever that feels like. I don't know what that feels like. I don't feel like they're being squeezed to death and filling full of cement. What the fuck? What the fuck? Like, obviously I still have, like, I don't want to describe it. It's gross. I'm digging through my purse. I'm trying to find any pair of my glasses. I just had to clean my purse out because it was so full. It was problematic. Like, it was kind of ruining my life a little bit. And, the only glasses that I have that I can actively find are these little bitches, and these are the ones, guys, for those of you that don't know, I went to the eye doctor a long time ago. Like, by a long time ago, I mean about a year ago, and I went and picked up my glasses, and the guy that, like, did the little fitting thing, you know, when you go and you pick them up and you try them on, and they're like, "How do those fit?" And you tell them, like, yes or no, and then, like, they take them and they, like, reshape them if you don't like them. He took them, and he bent these so fucking far back. I can't comfortably wear them. I can't comfortably wear them. And the thing is, I like to wear my glasses like kind of down my nose a little bit. And so I think that he thought that they were like too far down because they were loose on my face or something. So he made them so they like hug my face. They like death grip my fucking face in the most vile, uncomfortable way. Like, they'll sit right here, but that's like right on my bone thing right here. Like right on my unhealed break. My badly healed break in my nose. And this shit eats my ears raw. But here's the thing about me. I would rather be lit on fire and then not stop, drop, and roll than even minorly inconvenience anybody that's trying to do their job for half a second. For half a fucking second. I would rather roll into a ditch than minorly inconvenience somebody that's just trying to help me do their job. So I was like, yeah, this is great. This is fine. And it was partially because, like, I have 20,000 pairs of glasses, and shit, I remembered where a pair of glasses. I actually have a pair of Zennies that I got. They're not my most favorite thing in the world. I just can't find my most favorite ones. I remember where they are. I just don't like them. They're a little too big on my face, too. What a first world problem to have. Also, my eye is looking better. I was watching my footage back, and I was like, you can't really tell how bad it is. What the I don't know how to move my eye. I don't know how to move my eye so that I can, like, enthuse it. Okay, I'm gonna look that way. Can you see it? It's feeling better. It stings. It stings, but it's feeling better. I think it looks better, too. It looks better, and it stopped leaking. Being a human is gross. Being alive is the most disgusting thing I've ever done. You know, it's the grossest fucking thing I've ever done, other than give birth to other things that are also alive and have to deal with being alive. Oh, wow, my hair is very shiny. It looks shiny on camera. I promise you, it's not that shiny in real life. And also, I really did say screw it before when I was done filming because my battery is dying. I really did get that angry. So I think the last time I saw you guys, I told you that I was going to tell you something that had happened that pissed me off. Well, I don't think that I told you that it had pissed me off, but it was something that had pissed me off. Well, then something else happened that pissed me off, and it caused me to have to walk away from technology, apparently so much so that I didn't plug my camera in before I went to bed, and now the battery is dying, which is just like, I love that for me. I love that for me. It caused me to just say screw it and not finish my work for the day, which is just like the best. That is just like the best thing that's happened to me in a really long time. That's so cool. Shay, you're so responsible for that. So honestly, it's just like one of those things that I know nobody's gonna get mad at me about it. And I was also really tired, and it's just like a whole lot of excuses, you know? Anyways, so I don't know if I actually told you guys that I needed to tell you the thing that happened that's really stupid. I need to tell you the thing that happened that's really stupid in the grand scheme of things, but it's not stupid and it's important to me, so it's not stupid. I don't know if I actually told you that or if I told you that in here. I don't know if I told you that if I told you I was going to tell you that in here, if I actually said that out loud. But I gotta tell you something that happened that really made me mad. It fucking pissed me off to the point that I'm censoring myself out loud. So in order for me to tell you this story and for it to make any sense, I have to give you a little bit of a backstory. In The Sims, not even The Sims 4, in The Sims, there's a family called the Landgrabs, and they're a bunch of wealthy assholes. They're a bunch of wealthy, evil, greedy, vile assholes. They are the most wealthy, influential, powerful family in The Sims. I do believe they're in most, if not all of The Sims. I think they're in all of The Sims. Yeah. Sorry, I hit my bottle of red. The Sims had a show. The Landgrabs have 2 sons. At least the Landgrabs family in the game. They have 2 sons. They have Malcolm and they have Johnny. The only thing is that Johnny got disowned. Johnny, and this is not a fucking opinion, guys. This is a fact. It's written into the game. You could go, you could look with your own eyes. Johnny got disowned. Why did Johnny get disowned? For being too fucking good for them. Okay? He was too good for them. In every fucking way, he was too good for them. He dropped out of school to be a comedian. And that pissed his parents off so badly that they disowned him. They took away his money and they stripped him of the Landgrab name, and now he lives in a trailer. And they removed him from the family tree. They completely fucking disowned him. My beautiful baby Sim fell in love with him. She fell in love with Johnny Zest. She fell in love with Johnny Zest. If she was not at home working her ass off, making Sims videos and live streaming herself, working out and writing books and painting masterpieces to make money and to keep herself relevant because she's very, very famous, she was at his house or he was at her house. And there were parts of me that was like, what if I invite him to live with me? And I take control of his Sim, and I give him the life that he deserves. The problem with that is I have to very, 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 very much be in the mood to play with more than one Sim. Because it just overstimulates me. It pisses me off. You know. I have multiple saves on my accounts where I've got more than one Sim, and I abandon them because my Sim gets pregnant or something and they have a child, and after a while I become overwhelmed. But the thing is, this Sim is completely established. She's maxed out all of her skills. She's got money. She really doesn't have to do anything if she doesn't want to. If she never made another, like, vlog or whatever ever again, she would still be famous, just not as famous. So I'm like, what if I moved him in and I worked on his comedy career? So I spend like forever looking up like men's custom content, like hair and eyebrows and stuff like that, and clothes, and like, I'm like planning this out, not even knowing if he's gonna like accept moving into my house, which I've never fucking seen a Sim like deny that, but you never know. So I ask him, I'm like, hey Johnny, do you want to move into my house? And he's like, yeah, because Sims move like very fucking fast. Like Sims move like weirdly fucking fast. Johnny moves into my house, and the first thing that I can see is like the things that he wants. And he wants Rose to be his girlfriend. He wants Rose to be his girlfriend, which was just soul shattering to me. I was like, oh my God. So the first thing that I did was ask Rose, use Johnny's Sim to ask Rose to be his girlfriend. And of course she said yes, and then asked Rose to be his wife, and then they eloped immediately. So, I immediately start working on Johnny's career. I just decked him out with CC. I just gave him just the most fabulous hair and eyebrows and clothes, and I'm working on his comedy skills and his writing skills and his stand-up skills and his guitar skills, and I'm working his way up the ladder and just doing it. I'm also establishing like his online following on Simstagram and Social Bunny, and like live streaming everything, and she's like supporting him through all of this, and like obviously him being in a relationship with a global superstar is also helping him, and everything is just going so fucking well. It's just going great. Everything's going swimmingly, right? One day guys, Rose is in their bedroom and she's doing her thing. She's working. She's at her little YouTube station and she's doing a vlog. And he's in the living room, killing time before work, practicing a comedy routine, live streaming it. And he becomes hysterical. I don't know if you guys know this. Sims can die from being hysterical. They can laugh themselves to death. And guess what? In true my fucking luck fashion, he did. He fucking did. Before the just engaged, just married mood buffs, before those even disappeared, he fucking died. So that was very fun. That was very fucking fancy. That was a very cool thing of him to do. So that happened. So what do I do? What do I do? What do I race to do in my Jennifer Coolidge voice? Exit the game without saving. To try. Well, first of all, I begged the Grim Reaper to not take him. The Grim Reaper said, fuck you. The Grim Reaper said, fuck you. I tried to exit without saving to see if that would help. No, he was dead. He was gone. And then to further fuck with me, you know how the Sims 4 dead Sims like to call you from beyond the grave. They still like to post on Social Bunny like they're alive. They like to text you like they're alive. They like to show up at your house like they're alive. His little picture kept showing up not as a ghost, and my heart kept stopping, thinking, oh my god, Johnny's alive. Maybe the game glitched. No. Johnny's not alive. Johnny's fucking dead. And I'm pissed. I'm pissed, guys. I'm pissed. And then another thing happened. I'm ready to take care of another person. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to have a baby. I actually was ready to have a baby with Johnny. I actually was ready to have a baby with Johnny, but obviously that didn't get to fucking happen. Like, obviously that didn't fucking get to happen. Did I tell you guys, too, that I bought him a youth potion? I cheated him some aspiration points and I bought him a youth potion that I was going to have him drink when he got home from work so that he could wind back the clock and get back all of that time that he fucking wasted. Yeah. So he could truly start over and get his life back, but whatever. The other thing that happened was Rose got pregnant and Rose had a baby. And Rose went all through that pregnancy and she had like Rose has a son. She gave her son millions of dollars and bought him a ranch and regularly sends him money. I downloaded a banking mod that I see Whiny Brit use all the time, and she regularly, that's a hard word for me, I have a peanut butter tongue, sends him money so he never has to work if he doesn't want to, and he for some reason has the rancher aspiration. I have no fucking idea where that came from. She regularly sends him money so he never has to work if he doesn't want to, and he still fucking hates her. And it might be the fact that he's mean, like he has the mean trait, and it's probably because his dad is an asshole. His dad's an asshole, Sim. But she had another baby with a very, very nice Sim. And that baby aged up to be a very, very nice sim. That baby aged up to be a very lovely girl. A very, like, I don't know, a very lovely sim with very good traits. And with a very good sentiment about Rose. And I'm going in and I'm, you know, typing in the numbers to give her her money just like her brother. And I'm going to give her her apartment in San Myshuno because I intend to take care of her just like her brother. And what the fuck happens? My game crashes. My game crashes. So I reloaded, hoping that I'm going to load back in and I'm at least still going to be pregnant. Even if I don't load back in and it's not the exact same baby that it was before, oh well, I still am having a baby with the same sim that I had before. Rose is a good sim, so I'm hoping that, you know, and her brother, you know, Rose's son, she had that baby with an asshole of a sim. And she got pregnant the first time that she woohooed with that sim, and he's a dickhead of a sim. So I'm hoping that no matter what, this sim's gonna be a good sim. She's not pregnant at all. It's like it never happened. It's like loads into days. To like days before the pregnancy ever happened, to like right after Johnny died. Days. By the way, Sims only grieve for 2 days. For 2 days after a loved one passes. 1 minute is a Sim hour. So if you're like, oh my god, that's awfully fast. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Anyways, after that happened, I just threw my hands up and said, I'm fucking done. I'm fucking done. My chair is squeaking. Alright, guys, I'm going to end my vlog because I need to start another vlog. And also, I am insanely fucking hungry. I will see you guys tomorrow. I was like, oh god, is it today or tomorrow? I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.